The APC gubernatorial candidate Pastor Sageze Iyamu and the PDP gubernatorial candidate and Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki hugged each other during a peace meeting at the palace of Oba of Benin. Also present in the peace meeting are former APC national chairman Comrade Adams Oshomole and Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu, Edo APC Deputy Governorship candidate Malam Gani Audu, Chief Odigye Oyegun. The traditional ruler Omonoba Nedo Ukwapolopolo Oba Iware II and Oba of Benin invited the APC and the PDP candidates to the meeting to calm the already heightened tension in the state and sue for understanding amongst the candidates towards a peaceful conduct of the elections that we hold on September 19. Okay. Of course, in as much they were there with the king in the palace, what do you expect them to do? They will do the same. They will. It is natural that they will hug themselves, even if it's not going to be deep down. Even hearing from what Iyamu said, honestly, that is the right thing to do. But the question is that after that meeting, what happens? Do you think they will cease fire? Do you think they will not be throwing jabs at each other again? And most importantly, and just like I've said from my own observation, these two gentlemen, they've been doing quite well in their campaign, in their speeches here and there. They have been arguing and they've been campaigning on based on the real issues. Nobody's going outside the job they are going into or outside the job they are vying for. It's all about politics, all about this, all about that. Nobody's talking about what is happening under your bedroom, what is happening in your kitchen or whatever. No, those are childish talks. They've been they've been, how will I put it? They've just been their own. They've just been on their own. They've been doing quite well as far as a talk is concerned. Of course, Iziam can say, "Oh yes, oh the governor has not been able to do this. He has neglected the people. This and this and that. Oh, it is good for Obaseki to come and say, oh yes, some people are making fake promises here and there, and they have been quite doing well as far as that is concerned. Apart from some few people around them who are trying to go out of the politics, and that is why the both of them that are the drivers of those this whole thing, they need to really call themselves and call their supporters, call them to order, so that this whole thing will just come and it will go. In few days to this time, the election will come and it will go. And kudos to the Oba of Benin who has deemed it fit to call these people together, irrespective of whether they are still going to be throwing jabs at each other. To a very large extent, it will curb a lot of things. It will curb a lot of excesses, because it's like you guys have come to say, oh, we are not going to be involved in this, we are not going to be involved in that. And I could remember when PDP convoy, when they were doing their campaign, there was another incident that occurred. Iyamu came out and, he condoled with them, sympathized with them. And the same thing happened to them, APC, some days back. Obaseki did the same thing, but some people are like, oh, he's pretending. Most of the people who always have problem, we see some public figures who always have problem, or maybe they call themselves celebrities and whatever. They quarrel with each other and all of that. Do you know the people who are causing this problem? It is the same. Maybe they call them their fans or their supporters. They will go and say this one did this one did that. And just like I said, these two gentlemen, they've been quite composing themselves very well. They've been composing themselves very well. I think that's the word I was trying to remember the other time. They've been trying to compose themselves, and it's just based on issue that is on ground. So their supporters, oh, this one say, oh, this one that, this one said it, this one said it, this one said that. And if you are not matured enough, if you begin to listen to all those people, they call them, I don't know what they call them, whether they call them internet warrior. They will go to this page and say this one, they will go to the other page and say this one. But it's not the responsibility of the actors to be able to know who is who and know when to respond and when not to respond. Well, like I said, politicians will still be politicians. You don't expect them to be there and say, oh, no, I don't want to argue. Just like Iyamu was saying, oh, Obaseki is his senior brother, Obaseki this, Obaseki that. Everyone was clapping. And that is one thing. And don't forget, I have said it times without number, and for those who have been following politics in this country, and generally maybe human being. Believe you me, Oshomole and Obaseki, they will still come back. Forget all of these things that they are fighting for. This thing they are fighting for, it's not their father's inheritance. It's not their whatever. So I see no reason why they are making it as if it is their inheritance or it's from their heritage or whatever. Every Edo person, every Nigerian has stake in what is happening in this country. And if you want to digress it to each state, everybody is important. Everybody owns the country. Everybody owns the state. So this idea of these politicians making it seem as if they are more Nigerians, or uh, they are more Nigerians, or they are more the son of the soil or daughter of the soil than any other person, is a very, very wrong narrative, because it is not your property. You will get there and you go out. Just like the Oba of Benin said, that it is not a permanent thing. It is just for what you are going to do for 4 years. At the end of the day, you go out and you become an ordinary person. You become a stakeholder as well before you became governor or whatever public position you are holding. So what are we talking about? And they are making it as if it is they own the state or they own the country more than any other person. That's just the narrative they have put out there, and people just feel that, oh, these are the people who own Nigeria, who own the country, is or the state, as the case may be. So we just hope that this peace talk, it will go alongside. I think the most important thing is that let there be free and fair election, so that people will be able to come out and vote whosoever they want. If Obaseki wins, it's for the good of the people. If Iyamu wins, it's for the good of the people. So why killing oneself? And most of the people who are supporting all these people, believe you me, they will still come back, and they will they will forget every other thing they must have said. Just like Oshomole is telling you that oh, he was misled, he was this and that, or he was the marketing or whatever. They will still come back, forget politicians, even Obaseki, those who are hailing Obaseki. Very soon they will still come back. They will be together. They cannot be enemy forever. Just like what they are always saying, according to their quote, there is nothing like a permanent whatever. It is permanent interest. And if tomorrow the interest of Obaseki meets with the interest of a Ushumole, they will still come back. And those who have been cursing and been doing this, you just see yourself, you just be floating. But one thing is that we always see bad wagon, they will want to join anything. If Obaseki goes this way, they will go. If Ushumole goes the other way, they will follow. Some people do not have the mind of their own. So we need to be careful. They don't own the country, or they don't own the state more than any other person. Without the people, they cannot be there. They themselves, they are people, because after 4 years, they will be out of the place. So that is just my own point of view. I don't know what you think about this working and whatever. Let's have your take in the comment section.